You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
The world dey move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things dey happen, but wetin actually you dey look for? Interesting story dem dey na the social media wey dey shape your life. So, not wetin dey happen na the problem, but how e dey affect you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we dey bring you the real story dem behind the social media noise. From technology wey don take over the office dem to things dem wey dey happen to we every day. We dey dig deep, ask the hard question dem but then story here. Join the conversation every Saturday 10 to 11 o'clock na morning na all Liberty Online TV platform dem.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it dey give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take market. The race to zero day on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you pikin for market. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for a well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and pikin them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it dey give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take market. The race to zero day on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you pikin for market. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for a well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and pikin them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
From our studios, Nakantoment Road, a very good morning and welcome to the breakfast show. They come to you from Liberty Online Television. Today, na Tuesday, the 18th of August 2026. We will bring to now this Tuesday edition. My name is Alex Lawrence Kowoma.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Like Alex said, today na Tuesday, the 18th day of August 2026. And inside this edition of the show today, we can talk about the cabinet reshuffle will be happen. We don't forget to. I know say some man be feel so not talk about on the breakfast show. This they don't forget. Yes. And as much as the constitutional, controversy they continue. Issues and day where we still they look at. We not let this slide at all. Saturday na the media trends we begin the discussion about the cabinet reshuffle. So inside this edition of the show, if you remember last week, the president been do cabinet reshuffle. Also, we see a pull some man in one place, crank on the other. I be they call and say, then pull some people in the master bedroom, put them at the veranda, the corridor. Anyways, we can get that discussion this morning. Also, we can look at the cabinet reshuffle way the president do recently. If we get any impact on the country economy, especially we make a change na the Ministry of Finance, make a change na NRA, we not send aside in the way they spend money for the country. We go for a look at that if it impact the country economy and also the livelihood. And again, at this edition of the show, yesterday we know say the correctional service don't issue a statement to then clarify, say the rumor where they go around about Zainab Sharif being dead, not to true. We go for talk to the deputy controller general now the correctional service where they can tell we operations of the correctional service, how the inmates and welfare sound like, and of course it go address that issue that we get for do with Zainab Sharif. These are the issues where we discuss in this edition of the breakfast show.
Right, well, maybe I tell now the most interesting part now the cabinet because the Zainab already they don't clarify them and we just can't know how they do and the operation they carry on at the female correctional service. But the cabinet reshuffle gets a lot of expectation for me and other people. They say cabinet restructuring. Because Komoya go and that. So you will get a lot of discussion. So we'll bring in Master Sabi people, them politicians. Let them can tell we how this the impact the economy from both APC SLPP. Not then sit down a power, not then order and wait, or then be done the day before. So let them do the talking. Who ask the question?
Alex, did you see this coming? Because most of we don't foresee this, especially after the ECOWAS summit.
Yes.
The expectations for the media. We don't discuss this. Well, the people say we don't get scopes.
The latest to me is some man they ask her for put money for constitutional review. We then check the account money, no they also not put on. So then say like go wait,
Some man again
is some man and get money, say go perform for the ECOWAS. No, they talk. This year, President Bill still talk.
Even you know that they wouldn't do that surprise for the president and state house when ministers then all been come together. Where they shake hand, they laugh with some man. You know, the body language will be reading at the room.
From that thing, we
don't watch some faces where we say this is obvious, this one is going to be dropped, this one go move, go so.
Like the foreign minister is a friend. I call him, I say, my man, are you doing fine? He say, yes, I'm good. After the ECOWAS stuff and all that, I'm in Kenema and etc. So okay, be good. But don't be a good guy, you know. You don't deliver anything, man. We cannot tell. You don't consider able to represent the governance system, project this country internationally. He's a good minister for me. And a young guy from petroleum to mines, you know, from mines to foreign affairs to where he is now.
But again,
advising the corridors of the presidency, you know, it's also a good thing for him, you know.
Yeah, because like you say, life, not how you start.
No, yes, I end.
Yeah, we don't know what the future holds for them, where they don't.
Well, some people say, I see a post, somebody say, President do this for can build some man for flag bearer, some man still watch do soiree.
And in the words of Thomas Dixon, I remember when they discussed them on Saturdays, they believe this cabinet reshuffle that happens so now for the elections.
Yeah, of course.
The president they position people na strategic side them.
Good.
Where he believes go give them go give them a overall impact
look
when
like
it comes to elections.
This guy will be the Napoleon.
Yeah.
You know, this is a seasoned politician that then get that falaba, that coin at Dugu, you know, and I don't believe in tradition. I don't believe in own picking bring another the labor force, get for the interface with the mining companies and this, you know. So again, another space and the way possibly we'll get for some more and let's do the similar thing. Bringing people that don't believe say these are politicians. And I this matter something possibly for we don't do. You know. But when they say more they come
yeah, it's expected.
Because you still have small boys in the cabinet.
It's expected. Like I've been saying the last time now we will talk about this cabinet reshuffle thing. If the president really be the ask, now we be saying no now get the power, now in the mark, now in the sack, and no need for us citizens and say which you're not happy with. Or tell me whether you feel so they perform. Let me drop the person and stuff.
If you ask me, I'll tell you for don't get.
If one day the president just don't say I want to listen to Sierra Leone, so now tell me who say know they perform for una, who say delivery don't stock.
Who say you go?
Let me do me reshuffle. You know, the reshuffle already don't start. But not to my expectation. Because what I was expecting. If the president they reshuffle, they pull person one side, and they expect them for put them another side. If the reshuffle now based on somebody in performance, we don't know what the president can look at for they really determine say for drop you at this time and pick up somebody else. But if now based on delivery, you know for pull person one side, you put another side. Now where be say we know then are the president in mind. We don't know waiting at the threshold where they look at where they give somebody an appointment, then term reach you say, oh, are the police come out now so today. But if not delivery no more
say the president say, for example, like Timothy, not even Fantama, not based on performance. Based on
what would it be? Because if it's not based on performance, if the person is performing, I remember we been get the former chief minister now, Professor Francis, maybe they argue with that the way we host them say, not so based on performance, make them pull them. And my point was, if you're really performing outstanding performance, you get outstanding performance track record for the people you don't deliver. I don't think any president go just look, you see this person say, really they do a fantastic job na my cabinet, but I want for drop them. Is that possible?
No, well, again, it's possible. Like, once you're waiting, Lyle Lawrence man, say gang stalking or so. You know, you get this thing in politics, so certain people could just, you're doing well, but certain people then they will just go after you and believe in them for fetch you, you know.
But if the president will give you the appointment, believe, say, you dey deliver, and in assignments where he gets na in social contract with the people is to deliver. No matter wetin, if I was the president, no matter wetin they can't tell me, if I believe in you and also you really dey do the work where I send you for.
One clear picture of putting politician in the face, particularly presidents them.
Have you been a president, or you've been close to a
I've been a journalist for a very long time, and when I talk to these guys, both TV and people, they meet to the talk. The challenge many of them don't get, get access to meet people them. Like I mean, they meet people them. So the few people that get access to them, they paint pictures them way not necessary, way not called for. If you go through, if there's some of them present, some few of them tell you the messages when they get pandey. We other people in the poll other people them. And you don't get that time for can watch. What if I say, okay, maybe check for me by the Ministry of Works? That message is in that too. What if you say the favor, the lie would encounter? So now the problem and the way they encounter. So there are very good people, and very people, and they go through things them way. You get some thoughts when they make na politics, or when they make na government. Suffer with me. But if this guy not suffer, they deliver, or this lady not suffer, but they deliver. It's about would I suffer or about would I able deliver? That's again another question. So all the problem they in politics, would that some man believes now suffer?
Yeah.
Some man believes in my uncle and my family, and this is how we own them for enjoy. You understand? So once you say come out, but to say somebody come out, so they do very well. For example, I don't want for like go names, but like the current minister of agriculture, that guy is doing very well. He's a professional. I don't say in politics, but he's doing very well.
Anyway,
you also get other people that way questionable. For example, we can ask the politician if hotel look like NRA. The way we don't go there so now, everyday customs. There were issues where some of we be investigate. But today and every day get issues. So for me, say I foresee more issues before they happen. Because that's impossible. If you say this person the first time, now this person can be now the head of NI. Then he head certain department.
Interesting.
So you get for affect revenue, all that kind of thing. You take Bangura, this might be the head of the pull and they go to foreign affairs after billions missing. And now one side we don't investigate a lot of billions. Then hardly it's more money lost than billions. And then you get this syndicate so then can they do always when they certain sets of people. But again a very big syndicate, Now make it hardly either in case they
but most times back then syndicates where you check fine, the head the knock can be the issue. Then people waking the walk.
Because how the syndicates work, not defend anybody. I don't investigate them. How the syndicate
I'm not
work.
defending. What I'm saying, not a single person is responsible. That is what I'm saying. So most times when you pull the head or something, you feel say, oh, now this is not the problem. It not can be the problem at times. The problem can really day inside rooted.
No, of
so
course.
when you feel say you don't make a change,
some
you just more damage.
You get some set of people that will believe in that no more than they do. But later they can't tell us in our boss, we get this, with the week done, then pull, then distribute. That was in a one-man business. But again, it's a serious concern. One way, public service very deep until we get people that, and it's come sometimes we say that people don't change their attitude. I wish we able to believe to that point.
It's a lot for make it.
So that's Salon not ready. We're not ready. The people not ready. Many times the politicians are just a small community.
Now the people really need for make. Because if we change leaders them how many times, if we as the people are not ready, we go just go round. The circle will just go round.
You go into civil society, you get political agenda. You get into journalism, get political agenda. That's make positive mindset no longer there. So we're not going to ever make way. It go difficult because if we get the best president, you still get few people that already. There are people in this country now, and we get better systems because they know say if we get better systems, they are not going to corrupt. There are people who they benefit. Next, so much of some money they drop because systems not there. You know them payment system there, so we get possible for put strong systems in place. Then they fit them.
Yeah.
You know, so it gets all into they happen, it gets all into they gone. And they look and say how long would they reach there? When will reach there? You have to see toll gates they operate. They see the people they make huge money. Even a salon man them they run now. Believe me. Eh? They don't get away with them people in the snap before you reach the toll gate, don't pay already we can pass. So we just need systems. You get systems, they make a lot of money. Let's say for example in a hospital now, you get a centralized system. What kinds of pay, for example, I pay 100,000. I get all service. It's more effective. But you can begin to this, give this, but then you will not ready it as a country, then you will not ready it as people. So if you even get the best president, you even get the best ministers, because of the way they behave, we're not able to forget things done. And now we for make up our mind for say, we want let this happen. We want let this be. Yeah, but you see pump up in a pipe, but you boil the pipe. When we see good man now, one side and water together. You don't boss one old pipe, you left for they run. You won't blame government, you won't blame authorities. These are all concerns. Although the exist set of politicians they get right now, let them busy no more, they take care of family they oversee. But again, we the people self get problem because if you see me are they well, then they can possibly up one kind way we all know so for put hands together and develop the country. And salon I no more get some of you know we don't get luck.
To sim.
We don't get luck for travel, but not get other passport too. And the salon passport no more we get. And if you affect that passport, then it affect your whole life. And this is something we get for collectively work. This is something we get for put down to the ordinary people there now. So we get a solution to the problem. The problem big. The problem very big. Remember, see get picking them, you see the way things they go, you know.
And indeed, because, you know, we leaders, them, they are as good as we where they elect them for coming to office. The leaders, them, not all people where they come out, you know, some kind of other place and sit in the now from we community, now we own Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters, them. Now they can come out say they want for stand for be presidents, some want for be members of parliament, councillors. They are within us. Not like magic, not people who come out of the sky for don't come down. So then you always say you leader as good as you they elect them. How we think with mindsets, then they reflect. We can feel so we don't elect this person, he's a bad person, or we don't elect this one, he's a good person. Whatever way the leader it just show the kind of people where we as a nation be. But anyway, we tell us today we can talk about the cabinet reshuffle where happened recently. Also, we see the president make change now in cabinets. We want for know, not just making changes, how we go impact the lives of people. This, you know, now the last rush this. Now last rush this. Yeah. Anybody when they will be on the list, the next list step way something go for cam. You know, will make them just no say you not go for meet up again. No, the list long say but.
Are you saying wait never meet up again?
Because if he do other reshuffle, there will be no time for reshuffle again. We'll be going to elections.
Last rush.
This is last rush as in the one that will be the hub up say the name go there for the presidency. President Bia is going 2028. This is 2026. And we don't go now the second half of the year this. Then na conversation where the media don't even go for give credence to because I don't believe say President BO na person we go want that. So the media not for even give credence to the kind of conversation and they at this time. What we they talk about right now now the constitutional amendments taking us into elections.
You know one more time.
Someone just want use that day as in your yardstick for like come back na the limelight, you know? You know we don't drop something, you want for you want for even
now the party go week. The party smile. I remember I like to meet up now on
Yeah.
So,
The part don't begin give you unscripted all. The part they give you unscripted videos then. But that is it. He is tired. He needs to go and rest. 2028 and we get new crop of politicians them. Although not so new as in new, now the same people no more with the cycle. All the time. Anyways, so this is a breakfast show. It comes to be live on Liberty Online TV. Today we can talk about the cabinet reshuffle, and we studio guests them there with we just how it impacts the economy and also the livelihood of the people, because major changes and the way happen where plenty people believe they now changes that are always supposed for make at least things happen if really they get for happen. Because if you change somebody from Ministry of Finance where they run the finance now the country, you change somebody now the National Revenue Authority NRA where we know say they fend money for the government, people are hopeful. So now the studio this morning I want to welcome the guests them. We got Honorable Abdul Muniru, a member of the People's Party SLPP and communications team. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning to the listeners and viewers out there.
All right.
Quickly, one for big party name, Cox's name, and Lansana.
Yeah.
Muniru Lansana.
No, you know, say I'm not going to get problem with that because the Munir naina the light. So when you stop the Munir, I can even feel good.
Okay.
Because when Islamic scholars, you know, so we say Munir, it means light.
Oh, okay.
And I can always be pleased when the Munir takes
Well,
precedent.
it's all good. And
Indeed.
we also gonna the studio this morning, Alfred Minkailu Koroma from the All People's Congress. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, Alex. And good morning, my brother Munir. I'm glad you for there.
All right, we'll start the conversation and we'll start from the Sierra People's Party SLPP. The cabinet reshuffle where we see, firstly in your eyes, how you go describe that kind of reshuffle there, because you're not a person where we done the na parliament before now and you don't follow the issues of governance, and this reshuffle, I believe, you don't see the list, you know the people where they there, you know the people where the president pull from one place to another. How you go describe the reshuffle itself at this time where plenty people is see them as a strategic time moving towards the elections?
You know, if I describe the reshuffle, they bring sports in inside. The moment you see Kochi watching team, it bring come changes. It don't tell you say he won this game and he want a serious one. Because they look at how the team they play. If na goal he want, what they do, they bring come more attackers. If na goal it already get one defender, what they do, they bring come more defense. So if you look at what the president don't do, and then strategic setup then they don't do, because we already get the goals where we need. What will they do now? We try for defend the goal for make sure say we go for the Champions League where they happen in 2028. And once we reach there, I want to for trash them. Now make if you watch the strategic position the way don't happen as we go along, I got for you now the reason why each one happen and waiting at the value for when they happen. But if you ask me for describe them, now for let you know say this is not like a sporting world. 2028 is just behind the door, and we don't get with goals there. We need for defend we goal them.
You be the first cities for.
Yeah, this is not a new thing. And like oh now they do the intro. The president I listening president. Me you know say there has been a lot of cry around NASIT. There has been a lot of cries around NRA, where you been testify the billions the way they lost. So a president who happens to be a listening president, don't look at that say, I don't need for Sidon, because at this time where I don't get me goals they already achieved, I need for get player them where they defend them goal they I don't get.
So in terms of timeliness, you're saying this is a timely reshuffle?
Indeed, it's timely, because if you look, we get like a year plus to election. And like what I say, we need forget we defend, because if we bring come for instance Napoleon, we want get with Falaba when Adugu stabled, because Falaba now we don't head them for the past 2 elections and we don't want to drop them down. So and if you look, president don't increase weight in the wage bill, and you need somebody with a legal background we go know what's in the labor law say and other thing them. So you see it bring come Napoleon where get a legal background and drop him usai na the Ministry of Labor. Why? Because it want make sure say it does not just pronounce, but waiting, it make the pronouncement actionable. And so somebody with a legal background we know say the wage bill long go to waiting 1,200. It got for write you, continue the necessary laws where you know say if you flout the law then they give you the penalty where associated. So now make it don't make Napoleon full minister, so it will get a total control in regulating waiting the labor ministry. And like where you rightly say now you into now follow the people and begin fail, because up till now you go surprise you for no say some man not even move to that 1,200 day yet. Who has to do that? Somebody with a legal background, we know the labor law, waiting requires and waiting demanded out of it. Now that will they do. And if you look at the other move where happen at NASIT, like where we rightly say, NASIT na a place where we all rely on. I'm a young man, I am working, I want to see a moment to say, after my service, I relax na me village, where month done, I won't don't come na the big town, collect me collection, I go back. But if they want the way they control and just, they do waiting, people and me they describe as wrong investment. Let's take for instance, Regina Gray, where they just close out to emergency. It's just like a structure meant for few people where they want to get relaxation. What is government generating out of it? So you look at the misuse of government resources. You're gonna bow. Some of we don't call their attention, not to one time, not to two times. Big land they don't just by the affiliate. Look at how Jalado expand. They picking they rent single room them for 5,000 leon. If Nasit go billion that two-story houses, tell me how much would that be generating? Instead, they don't left that place there. People enjoy the court. And plenty other investment and the way Nasit be don't put on power way becomes worrisome, where people look at and say, you know what, president has to do something. I make if you look, somebody we don't get the knowledge in handling the youth affairs for years. In fact, now be one of the longest serving minister until when that issue they be before him. What he do? He bring and come back. Because if you look at the quality with that man show, now one of the guys that the way me admire, for instance, oh man, even when they pull as minister, he was still home base. In fact, he get in fish pond there when I did now a focus for make sure say he contributes more to society. And now this we can say most time when you bring people we get love for country, even when you lay them off, then still get contribution for do. Let me take for instance the JJ Safars and others. They have nowhere to go. They go up in investment and bo. Sierra Leoneans are still surviving out of it. But if you look at the Professor Kalon, Maui come and make a principle say waiting, they're not for pay anybody in dollars. At the end of the day, when president say he do so, now he begin call saying money there for transfer in dollar. Why? Because as far as he know, he's gone. We look at we other professor we become where be the foreign affairs. Now where is he today? Past where he don't go turn a book writer. He's gone. So now make when the appointment they had to happen, some of we don't look at the list and we see how president don't roll the game. We know say yes, he don't do the right thing. For instance, if you look at Fatamadi, where be the finance, president not take the go dump out, because if you look at Fatamadi in records under the finance ministry, you see say he has been one of the most stable and reliable minister when it comes to financial control. Because from where he take a power, so now you see say the dollar stable. Other time we don't get movement where they flap, it go to 300-400 addition and the likes. But you see for more income that 2,000, 360, 370, now they don't know how they play. For the past years where Fatima they don't know they will play. And inside in your reign, we see plenty things they happen. You look at Timothy Kabana, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. It don't get a lot of establishment with foreign countries. We see where it go no more, it go shake in body in Russia. America where we don't hide with MCC money, they release us straight. Because they know say if they not release them, waiting they happen. Russia in interest, they can salon and then go lost interest in Sierra Leone. This not the kind minister. So waiting the president do, he say, young man, you're good, you are good, come stay with me. And that your foreign influence, we're not going to throw it away. You're still going to stable with me. So as an advisor, you got to tell me who's how they go, how are they go, waiting for do, how for do them. You, the finance minister, come stay with me, because now you're going to be an overseer advising me on the monetary policies. And the new one, the who don't send NRA, NASIT, where they control, we money them. The one who don't send a finance, you don't get the financial background. You got to can't stay with me. You're not going far off, so that you're able to tell me exactly the possible way how they operate, how they behave, because These are what president has done. You look at Rado, we see Rado don't move from Usai, from information ministry, the man who talks, to labor ministry. Now he's the man at the forefront, marketing Sierra Leone internationally. Now that other value there you see, it don't count and activism where you get.
If we look at impacts, let me take for example, Fantamadi we come out at the Ministry of Finance and Timothy Kabawe come out at the Foreign Affairs Ministry. If we look at impact and delivery, you say the president's own carried on going as advisors for continue for advice. But where somebody they directly na the ministry where you know say na in the deliver na that side dey, you pull am come out dey, bring and come as just an advisor. You compare the impacts. Which one more profitable where you come to delivering to the people? Just an advisor and you where they call the shots for let things be done.
If you study American politics, you get lower house and upper house. The upper house is highly powerful because that is the house we call the house of wisdom. That is the house we call the house of knowledge. Because people we don't serve America. Now if you watch 24 hours, you see a critical issue that happen. Somebody in a former president, they come, then put you in the seat for that particular critical thing that you solve. Where you solve, you going back. Why? Because they don't see your experience and value. So with regards to that equation, their position now, in fact, is heavier and active. The man we did it just like a runner. If you look at where football they play, who is the brain behind the football? Not to the man waiting at the pitch. Now the man we sit down, where they regulate what happens in the pitch. Now in the sea waiting they happen at the pitch. Now in the tail waiting they happen at the pitch. And I make when changes happen, even when they watch, when they say wait, no, you don't do wrong changes because we know say that player where you don't pull in that position, then you're not supposed for pull and day. So now that exactly don't happen. If you bring on that question there, well, you know say bringing them to State House now because they are now coming to serve as the coach. They've played, they've known how the game plays, and they can now regulate the game well at their position rather than even when they are in the pitch. Because in the pitch, you get some hindrance of whether they jam you, so but now then they jam no day. Now then they read the movements. Now like an AI controller now. Then they see exactly whose side is space open and whose side for attack and whose side for launch. So now that's not the beauty.
People are still follow it with maybe I'd say, and you use the football language. If Saka is playing while line wing, I'm not saying it is why the people are bringing Martinelli.
Like if you watch Jolly Kwate, we don't get the goals, and you need for can defend the goals where you don't get. And who that the defender with now experienced people. And when you defend out the experienced people, you they bring them come now what you call the officials when they actually get the action where they take place now the field.
Which goals done in the financial sector where IMF still they question the revenue the country they generate. For example, in June, government spend more than what they collect. And I will still see money they lost. You feel it's not based on gains or based on poor performance, make the president say, let me change this team and bring in new people.
Like what I tell you, if you notice the president in action, IMF, World Bank, then they monitor, then they see what's in the happen. Now, as a president, he has a wisdom to see exactly how the processes runs. Now, me and you raise concerns, but then concern and they don't mean say, then people and they not the fault. Just like me and you say, if we go, we buy water at 45 leon per waiting, per the crate. That man can sell at 50 leon. Who is disturbing? Now the way they sell them at a higher rate. That man way don't buy fuel. They go charge exorbitantly. Who is disturbing? Now in way they drive. So when you look at them leaders there, we just be discussed in your intro that certain times it's not about the leaders. Now the people where they run the affairs of the interior. For instance, I make sometimes where they can say permanent secretaries. Then permanent secretaries, then they together with the civil servant them. Now then can watch and say, you know what? This government, it look like say they don't control it too much. Low push them. But for bring your analysis down, the president's action is the best action in that they don't look at them people there as heads. They don't see how active they've played. Now like you bring in an active player now to be your coach and bringing new breeds to play.
You know, this coach way they describe, say, many advisors and for let them see the president actually. They get a small room at the corridors of State House, so then they go put them. Many people describe their appointment and most of people they put minister go put to advisor as relegation. Many people believe say na money na for let them come and read newspaper and drink tea. They don't even get access for see the presidency. Salon way set up, as president want for listen to you. President and get in where they run. You know, if you say I just say technically na sack them people in there.
No, technically they not sack them. Because just like what I tell you, to advise does not just means to talk. To advise means to strategically place yourself in a place that, for instance, you get people away, the moment the president steps out of his door, they are almost there. So man, when president they move from the door to the vehicle where they enter, they don't get waiting if forget when the strategic communication for the day. Because like when the president moves from his door, now they communicate where to, where next. So an advisor does not just need to stay in State House. You can take the president, even when you go for a meeting, you can be just by the president telling him what exactly needs to be done at a time.
Is that a promotion or a demotion in your eyes?
To me, it's a promotion. Just like what I tell you. When
from a whole cabinet portfolio to an advisor, we're not even specific.
The issue here, like what I say, if you see President bring come a finance minister, former, to State House, now because he knows say he want control the financial principles of the country. And like what I say, somebody who, the president has not been in Ministry of Finance. How do you think he could regulate somebody there well without somebody informing him accurately?
We don't see advisors them on democracy, politics, and other things, environment, women issues, whether or not just advisors. At least when we say advisor on foreign affairs or advisor on economic issues, for them to say specifically, they were not, but by the looks of it, they don't even know how to advise the president.
You know, so we get what you call utility player. When they make you a utility player, when they make you a utility player, you don't get any specification. They look at, when the coach, they look at Usai space day, a W, they say, come launch here. When you look at Usai space day, but if they narrow you for say, you know, just advisor on foreign affairs, that they don't narrow you work. You are no longer a utility player. But when they left you just as an advisor, waiting to happen, they don't make you a utility player. That when they make you run across for able to say, yes, you get the things taken from the right angle to the left angle. You don't get stability. That is the value of the appointment.
So before we go to Michael, you feel say this reshuffle create an impact on the economy?
Heavily. Because just like what I tell you, say, the government don't raise the minimum wage from 900 to 1,200. Somebody with a high legal background has to make that not only a pronouncement, but what? Legally enforced. And how he could do it? He knows the right quotation to send to the mineral companies, the security agencies, every factory, he knows the language to use. It sabi the register. Like where people like where they talk about land, we can say that piece of land, situate, line, being at. You see, they can use all the language and as you see, are you afraid? So as a legal person, we don't go head now that ministry. For instance, Napoleon come outside, that the AG's office, a drop cows and mines. Now he's at labor. So at mines, he know the number of mineral companies that we have in this country. He has a knowledge of the Sierra Leoneans that are working there already. So what is he going to do now as a labor minister? Is to write the appropriate wordings to the entity they have for make sure say then they fit in. And waiting will be the end result. The Sierra Leoneans are going to benefit.
I go describe an restructuring and a reshuffle.
Now restructuring, that is bringing the right people for stabilize the game. Like what I say, the gold already there. You go for stabilizer now for make sure say there is no counterattack. So now then they don't happen. So Now follow
Alright.
stop the counter attack.
Honorable Lance, and I'll continue for the with at the studio. We'll come back to you shortly. Let me just begin come with other studio guests. I mean, Kylo, we just don't hear it from Honorable Lance from the SLPP. I believe say this na restructuring where they position them well ahead of the 2028 elections. In your eyes, as the All People's Congress member of the communications team, how you go describe the reshuffle where Honorable Lance say na restructuring towards putting them in a position for 2028? How you go describe that?
Yeah, first of all, now reshuffle, yeah. I mean, that is just to clear now cabinet reshuffle. There is no other word to describe it. Secondly, I will know say Muni will talk for about 25 to 30 minutes. I want to be accorded at the same time so that I'm not going to be interrupted. Thank you. I want to start with the point the way my brother Muni will raise. He said then they defend the goals them and then they prepare for the Champions League. Awale Muni, you know, say if you can compare football to politics, the SLPP now, you go see them as a team who go na the English Premier League, then at West Ham. If you not to Burnley na Wolves, you see West Ham they finish at 18th position. Burnley they finish at 19th position, and Wolves about 20th position. They are now relegated teams now. So the SLPP now they relegate. I don't want to make you even think if you not qualify for play Premier League, how you go qualify for even play Champions League? So it's a relegated team. We have to make that very clear. Wait to make us say they relegate. The truth is, waiting they unfold now, they show you say government they prepare now for elections. Now SSA talk and say them bring in Napoleon, a brother and friend. They don't bring in Oman back. I mean, he say them bring Napoleon for satisfy the people of Alaba and Kwenadugu, and I agree with him. Napoleon does have a secretary general for 2 consecutive terms. He don't serve the party from where we been there college. The Oman Bangra, the Napoleon, at some point we all been there for a big college. You see, Oman Bangra, then bring her in back because I think they want to satisfy Tonkolili. So right now, what they do, then they reposition themselves for prepare for the elections. So that is just too clear. I agree with them. That's why they say now for satisfy them people and they make them bring her. They talk about David Francis and Professor Kalon. Professor Kalon, the havoc we reckon at this country is not small because he was bank governor. We agree with government or maybe disagree with government for the redenomination of the loan. Where government spend about 30 million pounds sterling for redenominate the loans. We make we currency the value. Wait till the way be the go Guinea if you get 1,000 salary money, we go Guinea at 2,000. Now we get 1,000 salary money, go Guinea at about 350. So it devalue money, make the dollar skyrocket. A lot of things happen. We take today and able put her under control. So Professor Kalon being, I don't know if he resign or them pull him. They talk about David Francis. David Francis, posterity go judge him because this not possible be there in charge of transition. Now they write the GTT report to say write some things that were unspeakable. I not go want for repeat them. But history go judge him. Lately, he come back and write a book and say, if now then crop of politicians, they are no more go continue, go take 50 years, Galion go just relegate to the end. They talk about all the thing and the role of Fantamadi and Timothy. These are 2 ministers where me been get tremendous respect for. Because I know them capacity somehow. So it surprised me for see President reshuffle them. Fantamadi na the finance and Timothy. Timothy succeed for help for contribute for build the image of this country in no small way. So for let them reshuffle them, 2 players and they will not be there. The star players them na government. I wonder waiting go wrong. But I think president get the right for hire and fire. And he get a reason why make a reshuffle them. But they were very outstanding by my estimation, especially Timothy. Raman Soare talk about him. I think say Raman Soare, now possibly also don't serve judiciously. So for promoter, not so bad at all. But Timothy and Fantamadi, they were supposed to be serving. For let them pull you, they make you advisor and a relegation. You know, so advisor, they don't even get job description. They are just at State House, Raymond done and collect $1,000 or $2,000 for buy fuel. I mean, nobody no go want for be advisor at that age. We you know go want for serve as minister. So even Muniru now, if they appoint her now Minister of Labour or they appoint her Minister of Education, then the reshuffle and the son as advisor and not go gladly. So not a promotion and the relegation. He want compare our own government to that of the United States. He talk about the upper and the lower house. I mean the upper and the lower house, these are bicameral legislature. Yeah, I mean, I think say the comparison no go hold water in this sense. It just sounds like the UK also we get the House of Lords, you get the House of Commons. So in the US you get the House of Representatives, the upper and the lower chambers. So I mean these are the legislative arms, and then they checkmate the excesses of government and make laws. But then people that would reshuffle send and saying advisors now state house is still a part of the executive arm. So the comparison no go hold water naya at all. At least as a governance expert and a political scientist, I need to make that very clear. So let me go now to what two they are for. I just been a response to Muniru. Now the question is the question we wanna raise and wanna ask you for discuss very clear. According to una flyer, will the recent cabinet reshuffle impact the economy and livelihood? No, the answer is no. The cabinet reshuffle not go impact the economy and livelihood at all.
Why?
Why if the status quo not change? Even if it change 20 ministers, you bring 20 ministers. I mean, within 1 month, if the status quo not change, the things the way they happen, if they not change, the policies they will not review them. I mean, nothing not go change. We go just then at the same, state. We need to know this clearly. So cabinet reshuffle, removing the minister of finance and removing the head of NRA, you bring other people there. If the status quo not change, nothing not go change.
Not the status quo.
Yeah, we are coming there. But they go this step by step. First of all, we need for know say right now Sierra Leone as we sit, we economy is dead. And not even they say the economy they on life support. It is dead completely. Quite recently, for the past 7 months, government is struggle for even pay salaries. Government is struggle for pay salaries. The fact of the matter is by October this year, if government not take time for even pay 70% of government workers, it will be very serious problem. We need to know this very clearly. Again, one thing we for know also now that government they borrow too much. And where government they borrow now in foreign currency to the banks. They borrow too much. And because government they borrow too much, where that debt they get from mature now for low pay, I get for be disaster for we. Well then that's then they get for mature. We all need for know again, even aid, the aid they get as a country, they don't cut by 80 to 90%. The aid they get as a country. We need for know this. And IMF conditionalities, the states. We for know this very clearly. They even instruct you for law we bill we reserve. For bill we reserve, we suppose say we for able for the export a lot of commodities. And in an instance, we are able to export a lot of commodities where they give you the foreign currency for law put now reserve, it can be problematic. From what the year starts to now, we not export diamond. From what the year starts, I'm saying this authoritatively. Yes, we export bauxite, maybe gold, but diamond will not export. One of the commodities they will export now because the price don't improve now, the world market now cocoa. Would they export cocoa now? Again, look at what in the apple with Sarah Rutile. Sarah Rutile is a mess. They don't redundant a lot of workers. We don't add to the unemployment rates in the country. So a lot of things are happening. If we not change the status quo, look what in the apple now the key. What a key. Yeah, it is a mess. There are nobody's in charge. We they get situations that way very bad. Yes, you want to ask a question.
The status quo where you talk about. People can believe say if you do cabinet reshuffle, you paramount focus for be based on delivery.
Yeah.
Waiting the person do, how a performance you been put them before you think of pull them come another place and put them some other places or you drop them completely. You say you not believe say this reshuffle go impact the economy or that of the livelihood of the people. Now the policies them way they know the work or now the right people this administration not able forget it.
First of all, the policies them they are misled in making some of those policies. That's now one. Secondly, we not get the right people, but thirdly, even when we get the right people, in some instances they are being twisted. One go critically tell you say maybe them pull Fantamadi because of the fact say, maybe they advise government strictly on government expenditure. As we speak, maybe income revenue is always at low. Yeah, we know they get better money, but to expenditure high. Take a look at the wage bill. Take a look at the public service. When this government be the campaign in 2018, they say they can't cut down on the wage bill. They go make sure say they address a lot of things. Even the embassies and diplomatic missions, then go reduce her. When they come, it is the contrary. Then they count more ministries, more departments, more agencies, more embassies, and foreign missions. A lot of things they will do will contribute to the wage bill very seriously. We will be there, they say we'll declare austerity. austerity been presupposed to cutting down on government expenditure. If this government not cut down on expenditure, now take a look at the World Bank report, the IMF report, where they instruct government now for cut down on international travels for bill with foreign reserve. All of them things then they. Now because the government know they run well. Now waiting go ensure say improvements day. Now the people then go only see this cabinet reshuffle makes sense. One, if the prices of commodities, basic commodities reduce. Secondly, if the fuel price also reduce. Thirdly, if this government will create more employment for people, then go see improvement on the. But cabinet reshuffle not able to do that. Now, one of the things the way government rely on so seriously, one of the commodities now fuel. Government normally gets up to 70 to 80% per the money we fuel they make. Now, that the government they get. And again, I think so if we not be careful, fuel get for even go up. I know they pay for that. Because when government is being stifled, when money not there for pay salaries, waiting and go turn to na taxation. And we don't see instances in which then they give concessions indiscriminately and not evenly. We don't see businesses then they close and go to other countries for go operate. Because if me they import goods, you sell the import goods, we they buy at the same rates and bring an air from the manufacturers there. Then they give you tax exemption, they give you concession and meaning, no, they give me. Waiting they happen now, they close me business. Say, what close me business? Waiting they happen now, monopoly. And you not go expect monopoly for the happen in this capitalist states. We need to know this clearly. People and we don't close them businesses because of this. If you not self-conduct a survey now, engage importers and business people and then go tell you now waiting and they go through. Then go tell you now the constraints where they go through. Then go tell you now the harassment where they get now the key. Then go tell una say the price differentiation is too much. Somebody go count in container. Sometimes if you they pay 100,000 for pull and somebody they container only 50. Price differentiation because of sentiment. All that is not good for the business environment. So a lot of things that happen. So cabinet reshuffle not go determine the improvement in the livelihood of the people or the economy if the status quo not change. Again, one thing we for understand Mabel, waiting the happen right now. So government by next year will they prepare for elections. By next year, both APC and SLPP now go they decide say now we they can't choose. We flag there we go be presidential candidate. And when see that they happen, waiting if everything they shifts to politics instead of governance. Where they shift to politics, even loyalty now, if they shift from President Bill to the post where they get for choose as leader of the SLPP and flag bearer. Now then they go happen. Development go be directed not to who side needed, but it go be directed who side they want for get votes. Now the development go be directed. So by next year everything will change. And then going to next year not too far again from now. So all them changes there, I think say it don't make sense if the status quo not change. That is just it.
This changing of status quo you keep making mention of.
Yes.
What would you say about the new players that the president don't bring?
The new players that the president don't bring, well, some of them are not new, really, in government. Some of them are not new. Say for one Kerifa, now the Ministry of Finance, maybe in this dispensation, is just coming in for the first time. But Rado Soare not new, Napoleon not new. They have all served in different capacity. Napoleon don't serve na privatization commission. He don't serve na the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources. And I don't know also that ministry been there before they carry reshuffle and now. Rado Soare don't serve na information. He don't serve na labor. Even when they do performance appraisal, the labor ministry na can last. I mean, Rado been there na this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if na call him or been there. At one time I've been there. Where be they say, in a performance appraiser expert that nobody no go mark and low that can last. I mean, saying that in your specialization. So if you now from you taking the bottom position, we can last by performance appraiser last year to now Minister of Foreign Affairs. I mean, what is the contradiction here? So president in own thinking about Rado completely different from chief minister. I mean, in own thinking. So we need to know all of that. The players are not new, except for one, we go finance. Because the boss itself will be in an NRA, believes that them bring as deputy minister of foreign affairs. The boss will be in an NRA. So these are just the same players who they recycle. Not also bring new players them we na expert in other areas and we get vast knowledge we don't serve they don't sit down. I mean, not to that. No, we're not go call the JD Rogers if he's still there alive or can revive the economy. Not to go bring over now people that we don't serve now this government.
The one where then at the Ministry of Finance to be specific. looking back at the relationship where they say it gets with the president from the NPRC days, you think he's going to perform in a way where you will see a clear difference from that of Fanta Madi with the economy and the livelihood cost of living?
Well, I'm not going to be in the position for say that day because, be non-perform it to me on understanding. I mean, NPRC, they say where NPRC been the Karifa, they say they serve na NPRC 10. Then they some of we not be understand within a governance. Not be understand within a governance because some of we born in the mid 80s and in the early 90s the war came 1992 NPRC take over till 1996 what they do then they do stay small and not be even the secondary school yet. So I not go understand I not go in the position for tell waiting Karifa been do then they I go only judge her now I not go write her off because it could be disservice to the individual. I know Sabian, I don't know what he's capable for do. Maybe president thinks he get the capacity for deliver. Maybe we don't work with her once. Like what I say, maybe you want bring people away, we don't work with once, so you know them capacity and you know them delivery pursuit if they give them position for serve. So I not go write them off. Let we observe and see what he go do in the coming month. So, but based on how the economy dey now, for say you go get that economist. We go just can put on right now as it is. It go be challenging. I mean, I don't tell you the economy where they assess them. You not just go for assessor waiting. You don't waiting the things that we don't happen now. I don't tell you how government's indebted, the debt they will don't take. I don't tell you the advice from IMF. I don't tell you one of the things that we they cushion the economy now and aid. Donor support. If they don't cut by 80 to 90%, even donor they be support we budget safe. A lot of things that they support. If they don't cut down on that, and you get for say again say the trajectory you get for shift to preparedness for election. The things that we then get for the support now donors them. Now things that we get for do the 2028 elections. Then get for shift the money now to NGOs. Then get for shift now to ECSL. To things that we go make you prepare for get the elections
so
right.
In your eyes, you don't believe say if other cabinet reshuffle happens for this existing one or leading to the elections, nothing about delivery not going for happen, then focus now for strategically position themselves towards winning the next elections?
No, I not say nothing about delivery not going for happen, but I say it is challenging understanding the economy. First of all, I know say government is struggle, the wage bill too high. I know say for let even government pay salaries. Maybe a week ago, I didn't even pay salary for the past month of July. 1 week ago, I didn't pay salaries. I understand that very clearly. So because of their reasons, then it is also possible that they can deliver in some areas. But I also tell you, say then go only deliver in areas now where they get political interest. Areas where they not go want for loss during elections, or areas where they go want for get votes. Now sometimes they go one grab say we they go give electricity now stronghold, we they go construct bridge now stronghold, but outside the money they even come out for do that day. So that is it. I am not saying they will not deliver anymore, but I am saying it is challenging for them to deliver.
You believe say the payback time now like because there is this talk around say Karifana Mara being right hand man during NPRC up to date. Then also talk earlier on about the new Minister of Labour and the woman try for give support to Falaba and Kwanadugu. If you say payback to people that way mother don't serve.
I have stated this. Any political party can do that day. Running up to elections, you go don't get a lot of grumbles. You don't scan the environment. People then go don't grumble, say, right now, Kerif herself, then they grumble bottom. They say not to the typical SLPP man, we suffer. I mean, they expect say they for put somebody there when I power per person. I mean, we in our politicians and we in our people they already scan the media, we they follow, they get engagement. A lot of people they grumble. But I also don't say waiting government get for they do now going forward. Now for see how they go make gains towards the next election. And I don't think say most of the appointment that we get for the happen now for satisfy the henchmen them, people that we loyal to them, people that we the grumble say like Napoleon, a lot of people be the grumble say because he don't serve as Secretary General twice. All time no more a deputy, why they not they make a minister? Now they don't make a minister for satisfy then category of people and the way they grumble. Rado Soare, I mean, it's the blue eye boy of the government.
This reshuffle is not about performance, but it's about paying back to certain people.
Well, yes, by me own estimation and by waiting government put na do. Because if you rate Rado say na inka last performance appraisal, Ministry of Labor. Then you go promote am to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, a Class A ministry. It means that compensation not by performance but loyalty and securing the next elections.
Changes, development, improvement.
But again, let's say this. Yeah, Brado is somebody I have tremendous respect for. I think saying a possible. I mean, if you get a job for performing, they perform him. I am not told in brief for him. But I believe if they get the capacity, the responsibility, he go deliver as long as he get the support. He is not twisted. You know me say Timothy will be the day, not been the do well. By every indications, I follow Timothy for a while, especially when being at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is a person from where this government come, he don't deserve. From Petroleum Directorate to Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He serve, we see in role we play. We see a lot of things we'll do. We see international engagement. Although some people then feel say maybe they fall out to the president for this ECOWAS summit. Because I also see a lot of videos of where they traverse now the sub-region, West African sub-region. Go to various presidents and maybe for lobby for make them re-elect President Bio as chairman of ECOWAS. But unfortunately, no, they did not elect him. Lamran be asked Timothy the other day, you don't think say because President don't lost this ECOWAS chairmanship, he will likely fire you? He said it is unthinkable. I mean, Lamran not for even talk so. So now you go even they try for connect. Yeah,
so you have that connection.
It is possible. Maybe there has been a fallout. Quite recently, Fanta Madi go present a supplementary budget in Parliament. I was there. That supplementary budget they will go present. Now money will they already don't expend. Not to, you know how they can do supplementary budget. You get the main budget. When the main budget you don't exhaust time, but you get other expenditure for do. Government they present a supplementary budget. Not to after we don't spend the money because if they go this budget for there. Parliament go approval, but you don't already expend. Now for just go explain no more now. Say we don't spend this money, so we don't spend so. All of that they, I mean, maybe contribute to in sacking.
Alright, honorable, listening to Minkailo now. So if I believe say, when I do any changes, when I do any reshuffle, you not believe say things could change the way like many people would expect because of the status quo.
Well, I go a bit contrary from the statement because if you hear how I be this do the analysis, low go for instance the finance minister way we only talk about where people they think say is a new block in the room. This finance minister happened for serve as a foreign affairs minister under the MPRC, where they tell you say if we don't relate internationally. So if we get doubt with IMF, World Bank, he's a man who has got a wealth of experience before and now using his economics, his accounting and other financial background we don't get. And like what they try for say, this is a blocking system. If you see NRA get a new head, then finance gets a new head. So waiting they can happen. But they can't see how then two go who they are. Somebody who has been an expert in foreign affairs situation, especially within the military regime. Now they come for head the finance ministry. And he has not been just there like that. After that position, they don't work at different international organization them before president don't bring and come for can see how it gets with finance. If not more than how the former minister do them, but drop them down so that we're able to get value for money. Because we all know within this country, the good thing where the president don't try for the bridge now that we don't get with bridges and constructed. We go for the get with agricultural produce. Minkailu clearly talk we don't go in with agricultural expansion, get new cocoa, cacao plantation then done so that we increase on that particular exports day where they give we more foreign currency for able cushion with economy. If you look at the Myro, for instance, the 91, where rather than just they take that we take then they put on a container, it don't go. Now they produce an aya and get we exactly what we need as products where we sell to other countries. That day now another recipe for give foreign resource.
If I'm a business person, you get business both salon and Nigeria, some background where I get, but I mean we also going to work around for it. Now one of the person for be even get the contract for change Sarah Tell. how you would describe, what are the expectations in terms of change in business, in terms of change in economic growth?
Now that's exactly I tell you. Now make I give first in foreign affairs role where he play under the MPIC, and like what you say, it don't run bigger businesses. When now somebody heading the finance ministry, we know exactly how a business person the reason, how a business person the imagine in profit, waiting like in desire now for make sure say the profit margin, whether businessman they get when an excess profit margin, it try for say how they streamline and so that ground man within a bay now or dong kanike na me constituency for able benefit in that profit margin day. Like Minkailo they try for say the uneven action where they happen. One thing I Minkailo know now the fact that the ports operate on a separate basis. How? For instance, if you carry a container filled with iron rod, and that post wake out a container when I just America dirty box thing then day side, you don't expect you wake out container filled with iron rod for pay lesser than the post wake out container when I just America dirty box day side. Then they absolutely did that. Now make we get what we call scanning and other body the way they for you will know exactly. And one thing again while me brother know maybe he has not done a bit of logistics clearing and forwarding aspect where me get knowledge in that. Now the fact that we going to call you bill of lading. Your bill of lading, they tell exactly the items where you carry it and the price them where you buy each item. Now, upon that price, they determine the clearing cost. So it is not anything where it's a skyrocketed thing from your brain. If you count a motor car where they from 2011 coming upwards, we don't call that the SUV category. For instance, even the first sports edition them where we just get one seat behind, you they watch the one they now where they come, they even get another rear seat. For tell you say advancement don't take place. Who's how they call the boot? That boot they now get value. So you wake out motorcar where the motorcar they show 1996 brand, and you wake out motorcar when at 2015-16. There is absolutely going to be a variation when it comes to clearing aspect.
If you ask people right now, the major thing where they go tell you say they want for let be fixed. Now the cost of living because things are very expensive compared to waiting people in the earn as salary. The changes where the president don't make, for example, at the National Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance, how it go fix the issues of cost of living, for example, for let people and say change don't happen, it reflects, are gonna market are able to get waiting I want for it, are able to afford them. Is that possible?
It's really possible. Now I make like what I tell you, one, we go with what we call compliance. The minimum wage don't move from 9 to 1-2. You've got a minister who knows exactly the law when it comes to those compliance policy. Not to just a minister where go enter a factory, tell the Libanese and so. No. He's a minister where know exactly what the labor law dictate, where he got to make sure say on a daily. One thing where I respect Napoleon for, we use them doing with days of opposition, it will be the get fracas within ourselves as somebody where know in defense strategy. When he appear in a court, you don't say he's a man loaded with wisdom. Because by then, he didn't have the B1 cold chamber. We know what he's capable of doing. So, like, with regards to that, because for able effects change within or amongst the people, the first way you go for doing waiting regulations. If you don't able to control your regulations, then the effects change. And one way for control the regulation, now for out somebody will get the knowledge. Now, we want to go to the market and buy. Somebody is there at the finance ministry who know exactly the negotiation power of buying a stock and selling a stock. That businessman maybe they make 8 to 8, like how they call it at the grassroots market. You no need for make 8 to 8 again because the finance minister we don't kind of is a businessman. He knows exactly the term. He knows your profit margin. He got for regulate your profit margin for no say. In as much as you not fall within waiting in Kyle, they say you just vex, you go. But you go there within that system where you know say you get your profits because where we calculate your profits, we go for check you cost where you buy and including the freight and other charges the way you pay. We add them in from your principal cost that we able to determine your profit margin. but you know go cancel in that way where you go get excess. So the minister who has got that knowledge now is the finance minister, so he got for relate. And the NRA head now somebody we don't dey at the port. He knows exactly what has been happening there. So he got for get what we call closing that gap, that leakage. Because let's tell you one thing where they happen at port, where I believe say the new commissioner of NRA is going to regulate because he has been down there. Now the fact that we get these intermediary bodies where when the Asikuda system become, if Alex order a container, you information they into that documentation. Whatever bits where them pay for you, you receive the SMS. You know what happen now? Them intermediary then they change the information and they so that you don't get exactly the picture. Uda declare now ataki go testify. You go see somebody clear a container for you, not even tell you waiting for PM. Because when don't tell you say give me 200 million, all thing they inside it. Why? Because he alone has done something where not supposed to happen. But now with this new NRA boss who knows exactly what is happening down there, and no say regulation and they go for happen. So if you count your stock, they're able to bill you well. I believe say when you go sell, what are the benefits at the end of the day, not the final consumer, because you get a minimal rate for able to buy something where you go take on home and say yes. Thanks to God, me and my family don't get the survival we need.
Mikhailo still believes say with all this, when I still get a bloated I call them payroll, when I still get travel issues where, for example, the president still they travel, all banks still they question the way the presidency they travel. And other spending them when I get internal and external debts, them will continue for the go high. So with all this, still progress naturally.
If you watch the budget, Mikhailo know, when you look at budget, they call it domestic revenue and foreign aid. Now they make up what you call a budget. There is no way you can make a budget purely from homegrown economy.
President don't reduce the foreign aid.
There is no way they could reduce it. One thing where with man they always do, now that they re-strategize the information because they want to regulate the activities of we Africans. When I make most time when you want to go against them, they have a result that they end you with. Because for instance, like when Mikhailo say, they want, if they not get interest in you, then go and weaken your government, and so they divert the funding where they're supposed for give you. But one thing why people know that the fact that land. One thing why people know that the fact that the white man does not do you a favor. Whatever they do is a business. Because that aid way they give in form of a loan, like when Mikhailo talk about, you have to pay back. So they are not rendering us a favor. They are doing business.
But they give grant.
Yeah, we get grant. The grant way they do now because they get reason for something way they benefit. It just see, for instance, if man begin dash home, what they dash am for? Now because you want her.
So these are just the good concerns where the likes of the World Banks, the IMFs they raise about the economy is because they want to protect the interest?
Now the interest that they protect, my lady. Like for instance,
what is their interest in this case?
Their interest in this case is they've given you 1 billion loan and you have a timeline to pay the 1 billion loan. If you are reneging on paying that 1 billion, what will they do? They will check where you are spending the extra that is disturbing their payment plan. That is just the interest. And so in order for their payment plan not to be disturbed, what will they do? They will advise you that you are spending excess resource on this part. So therefore, re-strategize so that you continue to pay our loan. That's just the plan, my lady.
So you think, say, the government can at the right track, but because development partners, they want for protect their interest, then can sort of want for push the government for go overboard because of the interest.
Not just look at it this way. That is exactly what happened. Go to a bank, take a loan. The bank don't spread for you how this loan will be paid. If they lay you off your job, the next interest of the bank is how will we get our money? Because the loan will be give them be time and waiting to your salary when they come. So if now you don't stop for get that salary, what will they do? They will strategize to ensure their loan return comes without fear or favor. So that's just what these international partners do.
All right, Mikhailo. According to Honorable, the concerns where people can raise, but then development partners, say, oh, then they complain, say the government is spend unnecessary and supposed for redirect their expenditures and believe, say they are doing so for protect their interests. Is that how you see it?
Well, not exactly. everybody will get interest, they protect interest. But in this case, when donors then support you and they see say waiting and they support you for not only you to do, then they divert support or then cut down. If then see then they support this government on free quality education. But most of the money is away for the go per free quality education, away for go per feed salon, with the user on international trip. We get what to call in economics, you get what to call on economic spending. You don't understand? Where they spend money, you know they spend on the right way, you know they get, but there is no value for money. You they spend that money, you know they get something in return on economic spending or expenditure. Where you they do that, they see say they waste their money, you know they put on the right side way for put on they cut it off. They know they give you money again. We need for know that they very clearly. And then they begin for withdraw small and give you serious conditionalities where you know go able to address. I agree. Again, it talks something we also very true, that in circumstances in which they want for also push regime change, then go also do that. And I think say even without the donors and all push regime change, the people of this country are not ready for an SLPP government going forward. But Muniru say something them. I want to know say first of all, this is not the lean period in the raining seasons. This is the lean period. An economist go tell you say during the lean period, things then can difficult for the government to make money, not easy. A lot of things and challenges then they. So if you know say for let you can appoint people, you appoint a minister of finance, you appoint a commissioner general. I mean for land the Asikuda and ITAS in one day, not so easy thing and they not go easy for let the land and they quickly. Passports we don't rooted now that area day. We don't do it for some time. Again, if we not take time, what you get for can't do now that because some of those people are new in this particular arrangement, especially the finance minister, you go open the floodgate of criminality. When people then just go the thief money, a lot no say the commissioner general, this now post will also be on the work now customs. And then a lot of money that don't miss in a NRA, even when they work now custom. Now they don't come promoter. We need to know all of them things and take them seriously. Muniru talk say now the Wataki we count America dirty box. I know things say they count dirty box na Sierra no paso. But he say if you count America dirty box as he put them, I think say they talk about they use goods them where they can sell like you see all the elsewhere places. And you count valuable goods, the money where they charge you for pay no can be the same. It depends on how the container, the value of the container, and so they charge you. I am not disputing that fact. What are they say? Me you can import onion or can import oil, but you then they give tax exemption. Maybe they make you pay small money and me go pay boku. In that case, the waiting they go do, then go make maybe to buy at the same price. Oh, but where you cannot follow clear goods, then you they get tax exemption, you they get concession, me they pay. So you now go sell at a price lower than waiting me they sell. Me get for sell, one for let me money come out, two, all the tax that I don't pay for pull am. So waiting go happen, I go just close my business. And where I close my business, waiting they happen now what we call monopoly. I just they see one of the companies them, they write for even close. I mean, I see and just now way up in the browse, Facebook, look this one. Now notice from the management. Subject, all employees of Sunbird Blue Energy Sierra Leone Limited. Subject, temporary shutdown of company operation. You understand? Eh? Now we read the letter and they are all. This is to inform all employees that due to the prevailing operational financial circumstances, all company operation will temporarily shut down until further notice. That's not the first paragraph no more. Blue bad. I don't want to go into the details of this letter, but because of the too much taxation, companies are closing. We need to know this very clearly. I am not sitting here making up stories. These are practical things we see every day. We need to know this. So this reshuffle is not solving the problem. There has to be a complete overhaul of the status quo. There has to be free hands. You know, people holding position, they forget their free hands. So government not for the dictate to them no more. Yes, Alex.
This finance minister, his NIA boss, he talk about tax. Yeah. Who say how we fix it for focus now? If we want to make change, if we want to make salon people and begin on this minister bring development.
Yeah, first of all, you also one thing for look at with taxation system. I mean, we not say government not the give concession. You know, without the government be the give concession, doing it all been day, you get people that when are non-governmental organizations, when are non-profit making organizations, where they come with aid for the country. Sometimes they go out wheelchairs, then go out clutches, then go out medical supply for hospitals. Some of them are they give them concessions, yeah. You they give them you know they make them pay tax because now for the country benefit that they bring that. But somebody not go they make business, they make money, they go say legal tax exemption or legal concession. We need for know that day. One of the areas that we will be there when we introduce the goods and services taxation GST, will be the contribute up to 27% through your own term, yeah. The money will be the spend, what will be the generate from GST no more. 27% of the revenue from GST will be the getter. Now we get businesses that will not pay GST, then company they pay, they not they pay. It is also bad.
You be the make mention of government say forgive free hands to institutions.
Yes.
Where according to you believe say not to for the reshuffle, not the thing.
Yeah.
You not believe say institutions and they work independently?
No, not much independence. Maybe one of the reasons we Phantom Madi and Saka and sometimes you don't advise government say not to so no more for they spend money because they spend more than they earn. They spend to a point that they borrow from the banks, who done too much indebted to the banks. They're not going to sit down in at the reason. But Phantom Madi, a seasoned economist, must don't they advise government say, you know the borrow for they pay that debt they say go be problem. Wait till make it sit down in a quiet moment they think now. Now that you get for get more work, we'll get for calm. I mean, how we go get for calm sit down for begin thinking about how we go pay back the money then they, because the more the debts they mature now, the more the interest they increase, they grow. And when the interest they grow, they ask for pay. So I they think, and we don't trust too much, and government are continuity. All of the liability where these governments don't incur, where we can now get for take their liabilities and they forward now get for service them. So I can think in a quiet moment, what till we get for do for solve this problem as a country. So I think so we'll get for assemble a group of economists for begin thinking about how we can address the economy will come.
If in your belief, Phantom Madi left then when presidents change in position because maybe he go to advise the government in terms of spending and borrowing, waiting with the use, past waiting with the gets. If in your belief that they really happen, it go make much change now where you don't go be as an advisor from the Ministry of Finance.
Okay, let me tell you now, advisor position now for just keep you no more at bay. Not to like say the advice, we don't have the principal advisor to the president on the economy of the country. Now the Minister of Finance and the bank governor. Now then are the principal advisor then to president. Not to the advisor who they don't go put there. Sometimes they not go just while they feel bad. Phantom Madi and Timothy are still very young people. But you sabi them now, you don't see them. I mean, even if you don't interact to the eight. These are people maybe don't they express interest, say they want for be, I mean, by the Roma they get. Say that they express interest, say they want for lead the SLPP. What if not technical knockout? And we also see other people and they within government who they express interest, but they are still holding positions. Maybe that it is for their party to decide. But what if not technical knockout? As far as me concerned, those are two gentlemen. They work for this country and we are not thinking them be supposed for them a bench. But it is their government. The president hires and fires. The constitution make it very clear. And the president ain't getting vision. Now you know how I want governing country. At this time, I think say we responsibility now for critique government. I mean for critique presuppose say we for checkmate the excesses, but for also give them a tap on the back outside and do good. The truth of the matter is then changes then they not get any effect in the economy, then changes then they not get any effect in the livelihood of Sierra Leoneans. Then changes then they can only get effect if we change, like I repeat this, the status quo. That is one, we look into the tax system and ensure say everybody is treated evenly. All man wait for pay tax for pay. No variation not for day. You not forget people the way they exempt from paying tax, where they give concessions, when a businessman and then compete and they pay tax. Not to say for B. We for look into the money of the people and they pay for pull container then. Now the water key. look into and say sometimes waiting go make the prices of commodity come down. This Minister of Finance go now advise government, you know, waiting for let business thrive, for let people that know they left this country, let businesses that know they close. Lord look into taxation, Lord reduce. We know they say people not for pay tax, so because that money how they pay tax with, so now in government they use for run government. The money we NRA they generate, all the taxes them put together in one basket called the Consolidated Revenue Funds. Now the government they take now for do what you call recurrent expenditure. How government for run, we know they say they not pay tax, but let them look into them. May it not be biased in the dispensation of those taxes. Let the new finance minister try for harmonize them and let try for look into them, let them regulate them properly so that at the end of the day, businesses they not go to close like the blue bad one I just read just now. I mean businesses they not go to transfer from Sierra Leone to neighboring Liberia, Guinea, Ivory Coast or within the Mano River Basin, and that business people are not go to grumble. We the final consumers now we the suffer. The last time I write something on social media I say I buy 500,000. 500 leons then call her now 500 leons top up then give me 98 units during APC time we buy 500 they add bonus for you then they give 550 or 570. We need for look into all of that.
All right, Alfred Minkailu Kuruma, many thanks for you coming to the studio this morning. We'll wrap up with you, Honorable Lansana. What you go left with the people in terms of them, whether they should be hopeful, should they be hopeful for this reshuffle where the presidents don't do say things will get better?
Yes, indeed. I want to assure the citizens and say whatever the president is doing it for the best interest of we as citizens of this country. And thankfully, Minkailu reaffirmed the president in appointment value for say Timothy Kaba, Fatamadi, we are good players in the pitch. And I now believe say they've been by the president is making the presidency when a state house more unique. And the other thing where I want to lay Minkailu also know that the fact that when a business does an expansion, because sometimes they can just say business left Salongo Guinea. No, they left Salongo Guinea. For instance, if you look this 4 months last way they grafting, what did they do? They do expansion in other countries so that they get more markets. Because now yarn at the headquarters outside they produce them, foam them. But they go create new branches for letting able get new markets within the West Africa region. When you talk about Guinea, I do some studies very recently in the Guinean market system. One thing way they know that the Guinean market system they cry now because then sales don't drop by over 20%. Trade way like way rightly say in the economic analysis now that when Sierra Leone money be the up, waiting they happen more Sierra Leone than be they go Guinea for go buy, and that be they give them more sales. But now Sierra Leone and they go Guinea again, but rather from Sierra Leone they order straight from China. Where that don't drop the sales from Guinea because Sierra Leone they buy direct now from the very shop where the Guinean they buy because there's no need again to go there. So they grumble now. But what I want to let the people and be rest assured that the fact that we are on the right direction. Now we don't try forget we energy sector fixed up like when Minkailu they say we all be here Duas. Duas is closing, but today Duas in fact has done more expansion, more structure in Bo. Not to so be here we all now. Because government is giving the businesses the enabling environment to run. Now, I make day like today we get Emperor where you don't need for go China or out and color Turkey for go buy doors or windows. Today we get grafting. We don't kind of new structure. We get King's production. In fact, King's production way now be small cage them begin a shell. Now they don't expand to an extent. If you ask now, go look the expansion way Miller don't do. Miller don't can do Klein Town, Miller de Ferry Junction, Miller de Wellington, Miller de Grafton, Miller de Hastings, Miller alone. They don't get different setup. Why? Because the government they give an enabling environment for let them invest. Then they very sure the president is going to do more because just like what they tell you, will they bring Cam the number 9 then now for either add on with goals. Yes, we don't bring the defender then now for lock the defense. Will they bring Cam more number 9 because Minkailu they enjoy the opposition and Wale continue for enjoy the opposition so that they will continue for giving more games into the system.
Many times. Just a very quick one.
A quick one, yeah. The business expansion versus shutdown. different. Monero, they say some business and then I expand and expand, but this not to the one that would expand. When they talk about business, the way they close or way they shut down completely. Now, good thing for let business expand, but this not the one the way they shut down. They refer to. They talk about business that don't drop na Guinea. One of the things that we make most of is the way they go na Guinea, not they go again. Now, because if you go Guinea, this alone money way they own, you don't mean anything to Guinea. Now that make them not they go again. But how many Sierra Leonean sisters they would able to go buy from China? No, they're not Boku. No, they're not Boku. No, not so they all they go there. But I'm into business. We need to know this very clearly. They talk about Doors Hotel. Doors Hotel is a private establishment. Now, you need to know that they very clearly. It's a private establishment. Maybe they grumble for 2 months taxation, but now the boss will get an abo. Now they born and they men, so it not go easy for closer, not to foreigner. Grafty Water Company. I mean, the water down there now. They do APC time now been 2,500 for bundle. Now 12,000 for bundle.
All right.
I mean, so law not even talk about that. All that now because of the tax. But I tell you now, thank you for the opportunity.
Many thanks when I come to the studio this morning. Now to wrap up the first segment of the show this morning, where they can go into the next show. Also, where they can talk about this other segment, so they can go into where they can talk about the correctional service, where they can know what's in the current capacity, where they get the operations, and of course we go hear from them as to what's in exactly the happen with Zainab Sharif. Yesterday we see a notice where them pull for clear the air, say not to true, say the rumor where in the past week about Zainab Sharif in death, not to true. But we can get a conversation around that also inside this next segment. So just stay tuned. We just the usher in with other studio guests, and we'll go be right back for talk about that issue there.
For the news with the around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Voices come. Hi, yeah, hey. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. Follow me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV there before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV. We tell you say this segment now one for can talk about the correctional service, waiting, then they do currently, the operations them, and also we all know say from when they change the name from prisons department, so correctional service, they got a lot of capacity building where it can go on at the background where people waiting at do nobody know waiting they happen to inmates them. This morning we they can talk to somebody from the correctional service for let we can know waiting and they do currently as the operations, the capacity building projects and where they get. And at the studio this morning, I want to welcome the Deputy Controller General, now the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, where na Susan B. Coker. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
For the very first time for having you here, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, let we just start for talk about the operations of the correctional service. We know that we don't change them from prisons department to a correctional service. The correctional aspect of the operations, how it on they go?
Okay, so your role as an institution as Sierra Leone Correctional Service, now for rehabilitate and reintegrate inmates into society so that they could become a useful citizens after their release. From where the prison's been there over 100 years, we have been Sierra Leone prison service. But in 2014, we changed from prisons to corrections because we can realize, say, somebody we can have prisons who don't offend. Now we enroll and they for rehabilitate them. Now we enroll for get and skills them. So that person they, for example, if not 5 years, if for serve, if not 10 years, government say for can serve, all in 10 years and then 10 in the way they would we, you go use and usefully, you go engage into skills, you go engage into education programs. So that person they come out, you go get skills for go even impacting your own community with that e-commerce. For example, if you don't cancel, you learn this bead making. When you go back, where you go with the get packages them or the give, we not so we no more as an institution they do and but they do it together with NGOs, them civil society organizations, them. So Business Watch go say, okay, this person don't can learn tailoring, now get a machine. If na matu don't get come out, where you go now, if na person enclosed, it been lost where it can jail, where you go now, if they go sit down for so. If they share in your story in that community, and that community they go learn from them. Say this person what he been doing a bad thing. So in short, as a correctional service, that then they will they do for ensure that to contribute to the peace of the society by keeping those who come in conflict to the law. For keep them, and not only for keep them, and for correct them, rehabilitate them, and reintegrate them into society as useful citizens.
Even before now, whenever the name correctional service come up, one thing where people easily relate on a work with, they say, oh, then capacity, the space small, they don't build them prisons and they for a very long time. Then they overchoke the people and where they inside it, and then they go there because they get issues with the law, but not mean say then welfare not for be checked. How you go describe the current capacity of the service?
Padembaut prisons, for example, was built in 1814, more than 100 years ago, for about 324 inmates then. Then sending they were they talk 100 and more than 100 years ago, the crime rate not be too high. Freetown self not been choke like it choke so now. Population of Freetown grow, the crime rates the high, and where then they happen now the little facility what we get, now the little capacity what we get, now in the suffer. So because we as an institution we'll move from prisons to corrections, don't realize that one day we don't know say the space not they do for the people the way they come. We get 21 correctional facilities right around the country. We they try for expand, we they can get one na Moyamba, we they get one at Kagine because I did new district, it's under construction. We they get one at Falaba, it's also in a new district. So because we realize say this is no longer about punishment, like where we did in our prisons. It's now about corrections, and the person getting rights to the only rights where they take from that person they are the rights to freedom. You get the rights to rehabilitation, you get the right to skills training, you also get the right to education. So we don't really expand, they expand.
Expanding in this
not only the facility,
okay,
we expand. We also change the mindset of the officers then. We do a lot of capacity building trainings then. Not only when you go training, you come out, we do in-service training them, we do training them how on counseling, we do training on mental health, we do training. We get a lot of experts where they come, on even how for deal with the inmates then, how for get physical interaction with the inmates then, training on security, restraints and control, a lot of specialized training them. When a prison is no more, it gets something for do it. Now that one day we they do. And because also we know still we get people there now we center they across the country where they get health issues, we say they get health issues. We get hospitals them, clinics them. We call them infirmary, not like hospital. Now all of the centers them, and we get trained and qualified nurses. We get trained and qualified CHO them, and we get doctor them. We governments assigned to we. So we expand in terms of knowledge and skills. We expand in terms of physical infrastructure.
The area of the health facility, many a times.
So we only see get the physical infrastructure like a hospital where for treat certain diseases, I don't tell this in a clinics, no more we get and we center them. If me they ask, then go give me Panadol. If I feel me belly, then go give me Panadol. But if I forgo do further investigation, the person gonna connect. Or we're gonna 34 or we're gonna 3 times. Right around the country, if somebody's sick na bow, they're not able for 3 times, then get a Panadol, that still they continue. They for do ECG, pass the refer na bow government hospital. Na Kono na the same, na Pujo na the same. Right around the country, now that now procedure.
What are the structure for that kind of treatment? Now they go pay or government already set a service for them kind
we they pay. Then also we get philanthropists them. Then also we they get MOU with the governments them, the government hospitals them. So then they offer we say person sick gonna carry some, we go treat them. So now that's not the procedure.
Now in terms of effective response, how now they get them?
Every correctional center gets clinic. And at every given point in time, we get nurse system where they now then censor them. Morning, we get 3 shifts. Morning shifts, evening shifts, and night shifts. If you say you ate the act or you feel, you know, Musa, right? Alex. Especially within our prisons, they always get emotional issues. They don't take you today from your home. You don't commit an offense. Then can you go in an unknown area? We say don't know the officers them. Then just go put you in with other inmates them. And they become emotionally disturbed. So now that we clinics they also we get counseling units them where they get training where prisons watch currently they do training on counseling through CCSL where if you say today I remember me man or me pikin. Then how then go there? Then go care you go there. We go care you go there for go talk to you. We go cancel you. For sure say we self we did it. Na motamande. So na dande we they do. But you know also taply. Then clinic then they know they do. We get an MOU like I tell you with Connaught, with other government of hospitals them where we the care patients then go in case we doctor not able for treatment.
If somebody in a prison or correctional center then is sick, maybe in family one for like private treatment to knocking, then they can work.
No.
Maybe sometimes I take me person at trade tram or maybe one for get a special.
We also get the facility for the person go na trade trams.
Okay.
As long as you don't commit an offense, except otherwise, your responsibility na the government. Your food, which is readily available.
If you get private doctors, you learn doctors, yeah.
A doctor they can see. As long as he writes to we, asking for the medical status of this person, we don't get some plenty same way. This person they send the medical reports, then the other person they say, okay, let this person go check this person. We can sit down with this person.
Check it through how the environment can Alex. So many people know one day go, they know and they visit. Me don't visit many times because you didn't get in training, they get them certificates, more like the woman on side. And then get service them, many of them, some man don't tumble and again and service the prison. But for somebody not go to describe to how it's like, how they did it.
I don't know which facility I describe.
The lifestyle.
The lifestyle of a correctional service. Mm-hmm. When you can be sent, Allah take you through the gate. They search you, even when they come for can visit. I remember the last time we go there, they search you again. We will search you for ensure say you know care bad thing. We get contraband stem where we know they allow now we censors them. That's what they do and for ensure say you safe when the visitor, the inmate safe and the officer safe. So once we don't take you through that process there, we they go like any hospital or any other hotel where you go, you know, Sabide, we they go take you records there. Because as an inmate, you are coming from the court. You don't can ask Alex, welcome, now we censor. If na court you they go, we they tell you the same way they go na court. We get with rules and regulations that every center where we say these are your rights, these are your obligations. There is a no-go area. If you get for go court, we go tell you the 10-day way they go court. Then we go offer you sell. We will offer you accommodation. We will offer you the accommodation. We will tell you say now yeah, you go there, and we will tell you like I don't tell you now like. We will welcome you. We will also ask you about your next of kin. Alex, we don't can answer. If anything do you, would that we go contact? We write them. So if we aid at you, we treat you not able, they contact that person. So tell you wife, something you picking, or something you mama or you papa. So You go there now, you dey go court. Any same way you court proceedings the camp, we dey take you, we carry you go na court. You begin to see all the carry inmates and go na court, na different court set. Na Pademba Road, na Freetown Court, we dey carry you go court, where you court done, we bring you come back until you are sentenced or you are freed. Boku in the process, they get bail, then go. Boku in the process, they be sentenced.
Boku people, the perception they get, but correctional services center them, physically go in and adult business and all that. But they see people when they come over, the iron clothes, or some man can even wear white. How the process can they now? Now they make, now get people already take care of all
we
that.
We get a laundry as well, where we keep them things there. And we get uniform them, with the inmates and they wear when a government the provider. For example, remand inmates get the inmates uniform that they wear. Trial get the inmates with the uniform that they wear. And sentence inmates get the uniform that they wear. So if you are familiar with our operations, when you go to the center, the moment you see this uniform, you go no say this na this kind category of inmate. We they categorize them. Correctional center, yes, of course, nobody no one for good day. It just tell like hospital, but not a dirty place. Na clean place, na they we dey, and you they see where people they go na courts and they wear white. If we they keep them bad, if the place be dirty, they not go wear white. They not go wear white. So in short, na a place where people then they go where they don't commit offense, where na a place of correction and na a place of rehabilitation.
When you talk about accommodation, una get any privilege una can get preferences, na the right word, where una can give to the different people and where they go na the correctional service, or it just day for everybody, no matter you kind crime where you commit, no matter your personality.
The name begin Mabel, right?
Yes, please.
Mabel, now the correctional service, we know they give preference to anybody. We get what we call classification. We they classify you no more according to the offense where you commit. But we know they give preference because you na Mabel. I know they get preference because me na Susan. The only preference way they get now based on the offense where you commit. For example, if you're not a remand inmate, if you don't go na Pademba Road, we get the remand section. Now there you go. If you're not trial inmates, because of your class, we call them classification, and the trial section na day. If you're not sentenced inmates, na the sentence side day. But we not get no class, no preference for class. For say, oh, this person a chairperson, this person a journalist, this person a this. No. Everybody get the same equal treatment.
I get colleagues that don't go the week say then they say this is not journalist. No, let go so now they get some kind unique way.
Maybe the person will do that not know what's not the rudiments of the correctional institution. When you're not journalist, you go. We don't get plenty people there where they go there. We know they say you're not journalist. We don't get journalists and plenty we don't go there. We come out and write good things about us. We come out and write bad things about us. We contribute to the development, to the improvements of the centers. For example, if you go there, you not get water. Water na crisis, especially during the dries. You don't struggle small for water. Where you come, we don't get people them plenty. We don't go give we tanks them. I don't know if you remember, we asked my the care water tanks then go for we. Not so because it go there as an inmate, but because if they visit, it say there is need for improve the water system. We don't get people that we don't go there as inmates who are journalists them, we then come out, then they contribute to the development of the place. So we not really look at you being a journalist or you being this. When you go there self, so say you see the challenges. Every institution get challenged. You see the challenges where you come out to the help for improve the place. So say if you come out to say, Charlene Prison, Charlene Correctional Service, Pademba Road is overcrowded. Now they make so. You see who start with there now? Now we new administrative building. Now because auditors been right say, we start with there Nara Bodos. You be sabi there. Nara Bodos, the Bodos was not fit for purpose. Now it make we able for bill we start with this so. So sometimes we know that me specifically I can tell my officers then, let us not dwell so much on the negatives. Sometimes the negatives, the challenges, people that we they talk about them will bring improvements at the center.
Let me look at the aspect of feeding. Is it compulsory every inmate for eat from the pots of the food we they prepare for them?
Yes.
Why?
Now if the person not able to forget food from outside.
No, if like maybe visiting and family want for give food and not want waiting in the cook.
So when you want to let them bring food for you, the man inmates, you get access to food from outside. When they go visit your family member, You can bring small food, you can bring small thing that will go contribute to the nutrition at the place. But when you carry them food and they go, or whatever thing you send for your person, according to your policies and with your regulations, we they check them. If you care food go for person, we they ask you for like taste them. The reason being we don't get experience them where somebody don't care food go for person. This not necessarily happen. Me, I work now the a lot of prisons there in Liberia where they work with the UN. This particular woman, a man been in a cell, not prisons. He don't get another affair and so on, he get belly, and no one let a man come out, So he put poison at the food. For go give a man. When he can't go na the gates, the officer then say for it's sour. When they eventually test that food, they put some for dog or they can't go now hospital, the food of poison. So if they care food go for somebody, you they test the food before you can go for the person. So not to pauper, pass na that with your food, you go eat. You understand? People then they so where they get small thing them from outside. We not go forget all things for give person.
All right, let me come exactly now to the issue we get for do with
quick before guys. I just want to know the food routine. How now they do the food routine?
We get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And morning we they give them bread and tea. And sometimes they not to bread and tea. Not to everybody like bread and tea. If na pap, if na yebe, we they cook. I will invite you one day next week, especially at the film in Saleh good in the morning for go get breakfast with me. So now the same routine with me you get at home. And the same routine we get in Sayanda.
We know a lot of talks done in the social media from last week, between last week and now. And yesterday we soon issue a statement but clear the air regarding Zainab Sharif when one of our inmates them. A lot of people they were on the posted Zainab is dead. People on the post say Zainab in a critical condition. But when I come out on a release yesterday, post and clearly say Zainab is sick. Zainab not die. But let we get a clear picture. What exactly they happen with Zainab Sharif?
I just come on 98.1. And I no go sit down here. I tell you say that this nine do Zainab. Like when you get rights or so your confidentiality of your medical health and your medical records. Now, so every inmate within our center get right to a medical records. And then people then the way they say it don't die, would they pray let it not die? We don't want nobody die in our center. Now, what's not want to let happen to an end they do so. And inside self, I would tell you categorically say, you're not happy about Star one day. Somebody don't go to prisons, now for pray for her, or now for talk for her, make it come out. Not if I go talk say, oh, it don't die, oh, it get this kind sick, it get this kind sick. People within our prisons, where they don't deprive of their liberty, they are emotionally stressed. If they member in Peking, they go they member in man. You understand? So that person they, if you want for describe with health, the well-being of a human being, now where you physically, emotionally, and psychologically well. So you consider this person physically, team up before me, but it gets a lot of things then where they think about. If they think about something, you don't get money for paying lawyer. If they think about something in business, where they crumble at some way in all day. If they think about a man, we don't abandon her, where it day in Ayanda. If they think about in wife, we don't abandon her. Yeah? So coming back to her, a complaint sick. And this we get over. I not really one. I just come on and Antigua they tell you. I don't want for dwell too much about her. I don't like for call posting their names them. But we get over 7,000 inmates around this country. 7,000. Amongst them 7,000, we get over 700 when I woman them. We get over 250 where they will say a day. Yeah. So he complains sick. Like I tell you, the procedure where he's sick, you go to nurse see you. When the nurse see him, still they complain sick. Okay, we say, okay, let this person here so let the specialist then at all can see him. We bring the specialist then can see him. They say, okay, doctors, trained and qualified specialists. They say this person for go do some investigations. Check na echo this investigation not day. We say it now church ramps. Yesterday we took her to church ramps and they do an investigation. But me not go before can't I can't tell you say now this person, this Zainab, now this 9 duam or now down the 9 duam. The only person we get it right now is self. Because if you want for let we share a medical records with anybody or on air, it will give you consent. And that consent say it don't give it. But I want for assure you like I just come on 98. She's well, she's fine. I don't go doing test and we wait for the results. We'll get the results, we go talk to him. The doctor talked to him yesterday, he go show we
would have forget a medical result. But whatever it is, they take treatment. It is not life-threatening. It is not serious. She's not unconscious and she's not dead. Always say, woman, they're waiting now, we sentence them. If you go there, I will take you, go there. I don't care, start you. I don't care, Boku people, then go there. For just go interact self with them, then they feel good. But she's in that alert, state of alert. Not to like where person die, or this person, is sick and unconscious. And these are the trend, always to people then go, we get status. Oh, this person don't die. Oh, this person sick. Then go na social media. So if I get for say something about her, now that's no more I go get for say.
Na salon ki say smoke where they come out fire they bien. Also, if you say all this rumor they come out of she being in a critical condition, as the other post, somebody said the other day, even for them password and get milk, password and this.
I don't know.
Also, if you say they generate all of this, if not to information, then they get about some inside there.
So every inmate with the inside under, I know they dwell on one person, get access to visit. We get 2 weeks in the 2 days in the week. Or 3 days in the week, or they get family visits or friendly visits.
So not to every day.
Not to every day. But we can also get legal visits. So then days and the way they come, people then they go Fenam. Zainab in Mama they go there. In friends then they go there. You understand? Today self, when our Tuesday, na visiting day, we get a lot of people there where they go Fenam. We know the restrict say like this person not go there. So whosoever information come out, we not from we. Now I make we put some we state now we press release say, contact we. If you get interest about the inmates, any inmates with it, contact the requisite number at the Sierra Leone Correctional Service. They'll be able to give you updates on your inmates, not just depend on social media. It's really, really sad, my dear. Where somebody they go through in sentence, this person don't die. What if you open the other day at Timaba, they talk with them, and they see on social media, RIP. This is a filler. We are also human beings, and they get their rights. They get the right to visit, right to medical services, right to drugs, right to food, right to water, any other thing when you get right to, inmates can get right to, except the freedom.
And they have not been deprived of any of their rights. And they like say, are sick, I want to go out, go get medical.
No, they do that day. Especially self na the woman inside. Alexander 24/7 me are there with her. Where are they now? So you know say are there. 24/7 with they with them. Will they cancel them? Will they talk to them? Because of you get a lot of people that way one can fenam. So then they elected this, so now they tell we 50-50 they go fenam. Madam IJ they go fenam. Madam Nansu they go fenam. Before I don't make pass for the Minister of Gender for go fenam. I don't make pass for Madam IJ for go fenam. If you step one go fenam, you can just tell me your ID card. We take in your details then. You go fenam. Not to in one grade. Every inmate across this country gets rights to visit. The other rights when they get some phone calls. We call them right to the outside world. Then they get days when they call in. We call them call in and call out. If you call them, they go say, yes, I do. Oh, I be sick, me head the heart. I don't go do me test, I don't come back. Some other days then they call. We get all their facility then they. Because like I tell you, the only rights we get, now where we they go now do we they come and then they now one place. When they're supposed to get right to all their rights and they what they tell you so. Right to education. We they do education, university education at McKinney. We just don't sign an MOU with Fobe College. We they try for going to an MOU with IPAM. Now McKinney, we get an MOU with University of McKinney. Then they come into the center. Then they teach them different skills, entrepreneurial skills. They want to sit where down. Where sometimes now once you sit, you commit an offense. You want to sit was with the care you gonna do. We don't do plenty time. So we say self really like I tell you for more come up prisons to corrections. We don't get a lot of innovations. We don't get a lot of developments in what they do.
How you go describe I use Zainab because now in name recently we seen at the media where people they post different things about where una don't clarify. Although you say you not go disclose in health status because now ain't go give permission as it is. We all know say now ain't go give permission for disclosing health status when results come out. But physically, how you go describe Zainab currently? He able to work for himself, he able to talk clearly like I go inside there. How you go describe that in physical appearance?
Zainab worker yesterday, he come out, he go na try terms. He go doing test them, he come back. He come back. Me. I go there, I talk to her. Come out to side and sell it, come, we talk. We crack joke. Say at the left. I even tell her, I say, Tuma, you media business, you didn't have pass smack. As I sit there, my other colleague then Rise Radio. Are they so? None are they so? Say, hey, this media business with them. You want to talk to a person? They say, yes. What do you want to talk to? Call this person, call this person. She spoke to a lot of people yesterday. Today, they get a lot of visits. And I go really want for let you go visit her. For let we dispel this rumor. Oh, no, the girl person, the visitor. Oh, she's in the critical condition. We are human beings. She's a woman. I am a woman. If there's any Bobby the house, like we're in duty, la part they say that me no can't tell you that one day. But me go tell you about me own condition. Me don't do breast lump surgery. Plenty say. And I know what it mean where they say this person they pan this kind of pain here. Will they cancel them? Will they talk to them? A lot of things same way we they do stuff and not go see no talk. But we they ensure say not to in one. We need to put one preference on one human, on one mortal man, on one individual. We get over 250 people in that center. And like I say, as this invitation, I they extend unto you, I will take you, let you go work at it, let you go see how we self they really do your operations. I go before talk and I also, you go hear people then go see. But until you go see. Then you go know say correctional service, they really do well in this country.
All right, a lot of message on coming. Let me just look at few messages and we come directly for you. This one from Albert is asked say how many times on they do counting of the inmates offended same. This other one say what do you do with offenders who are caught with contraband? And this final one I go take before we can wrap up is say prison programs like education and vocational programs to keep offenders engaged.
Let's see what they do. How many times do they count inmates same? As and when we feel. Prison is not about number. And now it's just about number. You get to know the amounts of officers at every given point in time where they're on duty against the number of inmates. We can call an officer inmate ratio. They count some morning, with the count even same, but at any given time where the shift, I don't tell you, but say now 3 shifts with they run. Maybe I not be talk down there. 3 shifts now with they run. Where this shift can have money, they check. Where this shift can afternoon, they check. Where this shift can net, they check. It's all about number.
But can also hear you say some man can they but on net they go club, come back in the morning,
that
get
person,
access perhaps or go see in partner.
That person where they say that I wish it go cancel we. Last see if they get that access for go work on a town or for go na club or for go even go work on a house. It's not true. Now, rumor, my dear.
When I think around that, forget maybe entertainment centers, like Friday, you mean then say, okay, logo club, like on a hospital.
If you go help for go bill, I'm fine.
So somebody want for do that, they help say, okay.
Recreational facilities, then are they right? We get side there, we side and they go for go dance. We get what we call music hills. NGOs and they go there inside there with music, then go dance. But we not get club. Prison is not a place where they go for go do clubbing. Not a place where they go for go rehabilitate. Like Madam Aisha Johnson, it built for with 5 rehabilitation center. He equipped them with machine them, so in machine them, beats them. You know, so now dancing and they would look up to. We did one on we own, but we also look forward to other people that can help with. Asthma we be the work with now. When be they say they go there, if they go there, they go share pad, give them. If they go there, they cancel them. They go there, they go give them food. So now then and they would look up to.
Some this organization something aid, but they organize training for them, give them certificates.
So right now, as we speak, we get one Christian aid where they do sensitization for them on HIV and AIDS and tuberculosis. Because we say put plenty people them, you get for let them know. If you hear the company cough 2-3 days, so say they afraid they shame for come out, you go tell we say that person they me company they cough. We they take come go test them. So we get not of we got a lot of organizations there. We as I speak before the kaya, we get CCSL and they do training, but this not for the officers. But they don't do training for the inmates then. We then done back, then they go right around the country. Coming back to the other question, what's not the other question?
Yes, if you ask, okay, if you don't address how many times now they count the offenders then. So what do you do to offenders who are caught with contrabands?
Let me start with the officers. In every group of people and holding together, you get bad ones then. If you catch officer, we get contraband go. Of course you are gone. Your job is done. But we get procedures all to follow for let we know say you're not supposed to bring contraband. If you also catch inmates with contraband, we get procedures. I make a bit tell you say when you can at the center, would they tell you roles and you responsibilities? Would they also tell you obligation? You're not supposed to bring contraband if you see on some sign of talker. If we catch you with we get procedures then. Person they left na jail, you go jail back. You slap your company, you slap officer, it's an assault. Not so. Somebody not supposed to slap anybody now. You the day there we get with your rules and regulations, will they investigate you and also add punishment to the one where you get. So when we catch you with contrabands, we get procedures that will they follow and punishments in there as well.
Many times people they go on the side and then people the way can commit crime, you know. Una can experience same actions when they get inside.
Yes. When they commit offenses back within the centers then they fight amongst themselves, then they assault officers. But now the thing I don't tell you so, the procedure I don't tell you so. You assault an officer, you thief your company in food, you thief your company in suits. Procedures, punishment then they for the incident then. And when they left in jail, we even charge you, you're gonna cut back. Outside, we get what we call cut mark. Cut mark, now like you remission. If you go for 4 years, we get remission. Not all the 4 years they do. So then 3 years, 2 months. So then now you now we don't commit that offense day. We have to document them. We make them very official. So tell okay, you go to a magistrate. They talk say this person don't left in prison. He don't choke person. This person don't left in prison. He don't do this. So that's all them procedures then.
In terms of comrade, if you get picking and they allow them.
Okay, so
or you get belle
woman in the camp. And I like this question. Plenty same people they say, oh, then they give them belle. No. The procedure, the medical procedure here is the woman they wouldn't come. The moment you admit, we call an admission. Test on admission. Will they test you for pregnancy? If you're pregnant, will they put you on the pregnancy program? Will they begin treat you inside the antenatal clinic? We go pull you where you tell me you go clinic. You go na Duazak Health Center or PCMH. The only maternity hospital will get. With the care go na PCMH, you go to the clinic, say where you belly at. With the care go na PCMH, you go born. When you born, we bring you come back. We know the record say that picking the way you born, na prisons you born. We're not supposed to take picking in our prisons. Most of them they come in with picking them. So we own policy will get us an institution. Now policy will say if you come with picking or you born picking, right now we get about 6 picking in a year or 7. When you come with picking or you born picking, without picking the 2 year, they ask you for a family member for can't take that picking there. If no family member no day for take that picking, we get an understanding and MOU with Ministry of Social Welfare where they find foster home for go place that picking to foster home. So at any given point in time when you done your sentence, when you come out, you go meet you picking.
All right, so the wrap up issue now, Madam Susan. What do you go say to people, especially the one them where they spread the rumors, where they not verify from una, for example, about una inmates them where una get, especially when it come to their health.
You know, for spread rumors about somebody in health, not a thing way good, especially somebody we confined in prisons. If you want for verify an information, you don't hear it. Cancel we now with administrative building, now New Englandville. We get to PR units. If we get we number, then you can call and ask. Like for me, sister Zainab, but people that don't call me, they don't ask me. I they tell her this person, she's alert and well. The other day, what did they say? Would they take the phone, say, hey, I can't talk to this person. Man, yeah, not well, you know I can talk now. So verify the information. We know they let anybody die now with center. That's not what we do as an institution. But at the same time, if somebody sick, seriously sick, we know they keep an at the center. We get a policy where we care inmates and go because we not get a well-established hospital. We get this policy where the care inmates and go na Connaught for admit. We get policy for care inmates and go na church camps for admit and 34 for admit.
But in not reach that status date.
No, now doctor get for tell we say care this person go. And not reach day. We not the pray like reach day. We not they really pray like somebody sick. No. We not they pray for that one day. But she's alert. I can confirm that one day. You can go find them, and people then they go find them today. Like I they speak, I think say, but the only thing, one thing about because people they want go find her now, Now you go for streamline. Uda they go fena. You say no, let Mabel not come. Let Alex come. Let Khadija come. Let these people come. Or no, not just me family members. Not just the legal people that no more for can friend me. Now somebody where it thinks say where it go able for cancel them, it go talk something to them where meaningful.
So now not communicate to the certain person don't call say one come.
Definitely.
You they confirm or not?
Definitely. They confirm. If you don't confirm, you know they go fena. Because sometimes you just want for go even go Haman. Or sometimes you just want for go confirm and come on and do and put on the social media. So now the inmates, not to in one grain no more. Every inmate get for confirm who that's go fena. For example, certain you and your man don't make palaver. Then the very man want for go fena. Now we make you then at prison, so want for go fena you back. We don't get instances where this person not be no who that they can fena, where he can just turn it back. Say no, I don't want for see this person. So now so we they operate. You get for confirm say I want to see Susan or I don't want to see Susan. Susan no they just gap no more go fend you because I feel for go fend you or because I'm visiting there.
Alright, many thanks. So we can at the studio this morning for coming clarifications about our operations and of course for clear the air on the issue we get for do with Zainab. And we hope say if Zainab gonna the go ahead for tell the public when results come, waiting exactly they wrong with them for the one that we concern because of in profile. I hope say una go make the public know back like how una pull a release yesterday for clear the air.
Definitely, but not so we get for making in health status public. If you want for make them public, fine. If family want make them public, fine. Illegal people they want for make them public, fine. We not give you the consent for make and nobody. I don't say so. Get 7,000 more than 7,000. If we say they begin make public people their health status within the prisons, and that they will and say like kingdom come.
Alright, well that's Susan B. Cocker OOR and in the Deputy Controller General for the Silent Correctional Service. I'll be there this morning for tell you about the operations and clear the air around the issue we get for do with Zainab Sharif. And as soon as I hear from him yesterday, then go left from Zainab na 12 grams for go do in medical, but where the results come on not to then in the position for tell the public. It left with Zainab and in family members them if they go on for disclose waiting exactly happen with her. I don't describe and say she's physically fit. He work yesterday. He go inside and not to anything life threatening they happen with Zainab. Well, now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left for many thanks to the production team Musasa Ukoroma and Ture. Contest, sorry, we make gonna see we live today and many thanks to the rest of the technical team. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade. So get a lovely day and goodbye.
Emina Alex Lawrence Koma, they wish you a blessed day.
The world they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen. But waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it affects you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them. To see them where they happen so we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question them but then story here. Join the conversation every Saturday, 10 to 11 o'clock na morning. Na all Liberty Online TV platform them.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take market. The race to zero day on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you pikin for market. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for the well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and pikin them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.